know that the Ogba people place a law that they don't sell an inch of land for an Igbo person?
Why?
If any of their daughters marries an Igbo man, if the Igbo man wants to buy land in Ogba land, he must use the name of their daughter to buy the land.
Why? Are they afraid they will dominate them? They will take their land?
Yes. That is always their concept. The River State people understands these people better than every other state in Nigeria, because they saw the first-hand wickedness of this tribe, of their tendency, that domineering tendency. They come to your land, they desecrate the very tradition of your land. They desecrate the land that they now eat from. They don't have respect for the authority of the land. You can't do that in their land. But they go to other people's land to want to dictate to these people.
Okay. So my brother, I have a question. I have a question for you. You see, in Nigeria now, we have some group of Fulani criminals who kill farmers, go to our butchers, hide in our butchers, terrorize farmers, not only in Edo, for instance. They do it in the Yoruba land. They do it everywhere. Even in Igbo land, sometimes they do it there also. Okay. Because Nigeria now is about the Fulani that is terrorizing people. The way the Fulanis behave, the way some Igbos, not all, Igbos in the house, not all, the way some Igbo behave, talking about when it comes to to dominate. Did you think the Fulani is the problem now, or the boats? Because a lot of tribes are afraid that Igbos are coming to dominate them because of they preach Igbo supremacy. There's a video here. Their leader, something we were saying, the language they speak in heaven, it is Igbo. Did you know that? As if he died before. He make me laugh. That boy, we're wounded there. And then you said, "Oh yeah, in here." When I language now, say, how did you know the language they speak in heaven, my brother? You keep brainwashing these people. Eh? Okay, now, who is the bigger threat? Is it the Fulani or this Igbo? I'm not talking about the normal Igbo that, doing business around. These ones that preach this Igbo supremacy, everybody must be under there. Which one is the threat now we're supposed to face? Or we're supposed to face the two?
There are two big threats. Okay. If you look at it, I'm seeing a comment of one. He said the Fulanis are taking it free and the Iboma bought it. Two different threats. Two different threats. Two different expansionist and domineering ethnic groups. All right. One publicly flaunt it. One stylishly flaunt it. The Fulani publicly flout it through their jihadist movement. The Igbo stylishly flaunt it. Like I said, if you want to know the secret of the people who actually hate these people, are in River State, because they had a contract to completely dominate the indigenous owners of Port Harcourt, changed the very history of Port Harcourt to favor them and have a claimacy right over Port Harcourt. When they were able to get a bit of freedom, they had a resolution. These tribes, the Ikwere, the Ekpeye, the Ogba, they hate the Igbo people more than you and I do, because they have been victimized in their land by the Igbo people. I don't like talking about Igbo people so much, because I understand clearly why they hate us. I've told you why they hate us is very simple. We are the greatest impediment to the realization of the Biafra. Whether they come out to tell you whether they don't come out to tell you, that is what they hate us. They don't hate us for any other thing. We are not a threat to them. But every single place they have tried to run to claim, in addition to their 5 eastern states, they all rejected them and sold allegiance to the Benin people. And that is where the hatred. In short, that was according to what Humans of Edoland just wrote. Yes, that was what I was told. You know, I'm very close to the Ekpeye, the Ogba people. I'm always with them. They came in the concept of trade and marriage. The Iworoa people, which is nicknamed as the Ikwere, their youth had a resolution when I was with them in Iworoa first, led by one young man called Emeka, is in Australia. Had a resolution 2 years ago when I was with them that on no account should they marry any Igbo woman. Because through marriage, they were able to subjugate to a very large extent. That is why if you see a true Ikwere man, any Ikwere man must have almost 98% of an Ikwere man, a Ikwere man or woman has an Igbo mother. Because they use the concept of marriage to try to eradicate the Uroha people, which nicknamed Ikwere, who are the true owners of Port Harcourt. And these people now realizing and now having a self-resolution of not getting to marry from this tribe because they had a concept of trade and marriage, trade and marriage concept of domination and subjugation. So we have all of these details and facts. Like said, I think a couple of persons corroborated what I said. There are places even in Ekpeye land now. I remember that when we did our program, our Agadagada program in Port Harcourt last year, our Agadagada program in the guy was supposed, the cameraman who was supposed to